There we go. Ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
Here's your mighty Lieutenant Rakir at your service, along with Baka.
And welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, where, yeah, I have been a bit busy in the meantime. I did record most of that and put that into that interlude video that I uploaded as well. I didn't exactly put it in the playlist, but I did link the previous stream to it, as well as, well, it's going to link to this one as well. But yeah, I'll probably edit future ones down more to remove comment and such, because that's just going to stop being interesting sooner or later. Especially if I'm going to be mostly using the cunning hairs, but we'll see how many other characters I'll build up over time as well. And yeah, should we make use of this now? We still got plenty of time on this, like 20 days.
I see. But if you have the things needed, then go for it.
Yeah, this is all free stuff, like 10 free pulls, 1 S-rank W engine, and an S-rank character. We already got Soldier 11.
I say go for it.
Okay, go claim.
I'm not curious.
Alright, we can select them eventually, so we'll just grab this. Title, Good Morning, New Eridu. Okay, why do I get a feeling that's a reference to that Good Morning Vietnam or such? Then again, it's a bit of a not a base line. Gazed upon in this moment, an avatar reward for the limited time events. Okay. Before you realize it, a gaze has been watching you for quite a while now. Wait, just one gaze? That's actually pretty rare. Objection, this eye is merely a visual representation of mere program execution. During this time, I haven't just been watching every line of code of New Eridu's most powerful AI assistant has been running for master. Very. Okay. Okay, we can at least take a look at all of these characters. It does, well, sort of spoil a bit on some of the upcoming characters. We've got Grace Howard here, who is an anomaly character, electric type. We have Rena, also electric, but I believe, yeah, she's support. On my other account, on my main account, she was actually the first S rank that I got. We've got Koleda here, who is a fire stun type. Well, don't think I need to say much about Nekomata. She's a physical attacker. And then we have Von Lycon, who is an ice type stunner.
Wait, what? Which is Jörgen, Van or Von?
Von.
Okay, so he's German then.
Okay, any of these that catch your interest? Or do we go with the kitty cat, because they fit with the current team?
That's a question. Do you have all these on your main account?
Yes, I do. So we won't be missing out on any of the social stuff. It is, in part, you could call that a negative, that you do need to unlock the characters to get access to the social stuff, but it is side stuff. So yeah.
Either her or the one at the first line. Then again, they do seem to fit some of my own references in looks. I don't know her personality, so...
yeah, we shouldn't spoil too much, because we will meet her probably in this stream as we get into Chapter 2. So, Nekomata it is then?
Yeah, probably better.
Okay.
Oh, this is not a...
I guess I'll join you for some fun.
Oh dear. But yeah, this is not... We're gonna move to the actual main account when we catch up with the story after all, so...
Yeah, when we get to Season 2. Okay, and let's see. The Fusion Compiler, that's Grace's. Weeping Cradle, that is... Each of these are the signature of one of the signature W engine of each of the characters, with Steel Cushion being Nekomata's, of course, so it makes sense to pick hers for that. Yeah, Fusion Compiler, Weeping Cradle, Hellfire Gears. Oh, that was a motorcycle outside. Hope that wasn't recorded.
It has
The
something, but...
And the restraints.
Yeah, I heard something, but was very unclear what it was.
Okay. And yeah, of course, it's a cat's claw. Okay.
That kind of looks dangerous.
Okay, since we're here anyways, yeah, another nice thing for startups. This is a permanent thing. And you, per each 5 internet levels, internet levels, you get some free rewards, like these 10 polls on the standard banner and the Bang Boo banner, which hasn't been unlocked yet. So let's just claim that one. And yeah,
Also,
there's no time limit again.
The characters in the background there.
Yeah.
That face.
Okay, and yeah. Since last time, the character banners have changed, and a new agent story has been added. But we won't touch that because, well, it's Season 2 content. Let's see. Yeah, some of this could be accessed early, but then there's potential spoiler stuff. Due to... Alright, yep. New agent. Yeah, little tiger.
Cute.
Let's see. Okay, for some of these, you absolutely do need to complete certain stuff. But other things could be accessed early.
Actually,
Let's see.
question. Like, let's say you don't play it for a while, then return. Can you play all release content since the last time, or can you miss out content?
You can miss out on content. Some events do become permanent, like here. Like Mysterio, the Arpeggio Fault, Overlord's Feast, into that Pale Wasteland. But there are more minor events that are temporary, that you can permanently miss. But those... some of them do give insights on characters, but they aren't super important.
So you cannot miss out the main story events.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good. But that will be annoying. Especially with like I don't blame some members do this, like Guild Wars 2. Where if you can get a chapter such for free, but if you miss out the timeline and you're away from a year such, you may end up having to pay for those chapters you missed.
Give me a second, drop something. There we go. Yep.
Welcome back. So, in Guild Wars case, it's rather cheap, and you can get it for gems by getting in-game code or use real life money, but still, it's not you do need to pay for any main story content or have to make sure you're there every time.
Okay, just double checking on the rendering of the previous stream. That is going well. And yeah, since we're here anyways, let's do a little check on these videos. Starlight Night, Adventure Level 1. After the meteor shower, it was no longer the peaceful city it once was. The appearance of evil monsters with unknown purposes plunged humanity into a great crisis. At the same time, the sworn enemy of the monsters, the Starlight Knights, appeared. This popular special effects show reached an 11.8 rating for its finale. Its initial target audience group was children, but the excellent monster designs and cool lines led to a large number of young fans. Yeah, this is Power Rangers.
Wait. 11.8. Okay, am I missing something here?
I think it might be a bit of a mistranslation or something. I think it means more like a amount of viewers that were on at the moment or something. Like 10% of people, or more than 10% of all people who were watching TV at that moment were watching that when it showed first.
Well,
I'm presuming.
wait. Let's guess it. So that percentage in a mega city, that's not bad.
That would be a hell of a lot of people, yeah. Coffee Mate, a comedy. In the time it takes to enjoy just one cup of coffee, beautiful customer Angelina and a coffee machine named Mr. Rob fall in love. This is no more than an ordinary love story. A very successful small budget film. All the scenes that appear in the film happen right in the coffee shop. Excellent camera work and a variety of clever situations that take place in the store make for an interesting viewing experience that's not at all fatiguing for the audience. Yeah, not all intelligent machines in this world are mobile. Okay, and Don't Touch, a fantasy movie. The sudden visit of beings from off-planet does not bring the conflict that was expected. These alien beings are slow to act and intellectually inferior. Dr. Samir, who is in charge of the investigation, discovers that they have a very special ability: touch. After touching anything, they are able to imitate and change into it. The investigation team led by Dr. Samir begins a new research program to try to transform the aliens into human-controllable tools and even resources. What the team does not know is that the first target the aliens came into contact with on Earth was Dr. Samir himself. Although not branded as a suspense film, it has been called a fantasy film that few people can understand in one go. When the identity of the Doctor is revealed, the audience's fear of the extraterrestrials gradually changes to confusion. There were no humans from the beginning? Okay. And we'll leave those other three for another time if those show up, and I forgot to open up the shop. There we go. Alright. Let's just quickly get the daily stuff done, and then we'll get into the actual story. I'll leave Tin Master out of it for now, because I don't think people will want to focus on just grinding for resources. So let's just grab that and head right back in, or rather, see what Wise has to say. Bill, perfect timing. I was just about to go look for you. What's wrong? Well, it's not really urgent, but it could be great news. Look, our new account just received a message. What's this? Spam? It's an internet ad? Yeah, I also thought it was spam at first. Just to be safe, I went through the content and found that the sender is actually an Intel broker. That still counts as an ad. Yeah, if we were still the Phaeton of the past, we wouldn't care about ads like these. However, the municipal election is drawing close, and commissions are scarce. Jobs from brokers involve far lower risks. Furthermore, this broker called Venus found us through our alternate account, and probably thinks we're newbies on the internet. The commissions they sent include precise coordinates, sparing us the trouble. That's another view bot. Yep. Okay, first a view bot, or when a spam bot shows up, and then the second computer crashes again. So give me a second to ban this one. There. Thank you. Forgot to read a bit there. Bell, how about we go take 2 of their commissions first and see how things go. If everything goes well, Venus could become a long-term supplier of commissions. But don't let their overenthusiasm when speaking get to you. If that's what you think. Okay, I'll write down the commission information.
Wait, can't you reread what you missed?
The more zoomed in chats, you can check the log for previous lines, but just in normal chats like this, no, not. But I think it wasn't on screen long enough for everyone who wanted to read it to read it.
Yeah, I forgot to read it. And not?
Okay, 2 combat trials. Okay, he has more to say. Bell, do you want to go to the HD to take on a commission? If so, I'll help you out first. Are you busy with other things, Wise? Our HD capabilities have been boosted quite a lot since we got Fairy, but we've reached a bit of a bottleneck now. I'd like to try a little tweak. I'll tell you tonight, before we go to sleep. What about you, Bell? What's your plan for today? Do you have any suggestions? There's actually a lot to do. You can take care of business at Random Play, enjoy life on 6th Street, or complete new commissions and upgrade our internet level. Especially when you're doing something you love, a day can feel like it just flies by.
That is true. I've been playing on my Switch my own second attempt of playing Digimon World Next Order on my Switch. And yeah, now I know more what I'm doing and doing on beginner. Bloody heck, not even my PS4 progress is anywhere close, like 20, 24 generations. And I at the final chapter, and none of those Digimon are as strong as the 4th and 5th ones on my new one. I'm still only in chapter 2.
Yeah, that snowballs really fast all of a sudden, huh? Especially since there are rookies at the moment with that game have like half the stats of our ultimates in their first generation.
Yeah, here's the thing. When I started playing again, I had already up to 2 ranks in the reverse thing when the reborn to get more stats. When I started playing it, I decided, alright, I'm gonna max it out, along with some other things. Before I was on 3rd generation, got it maxed out. My 4th year came out, one of the babies had like 7k health. And another one, which was Hill, I need after Hill, had like 700 the stamina.
Right off the bat, when they start with like 50 or 100 normal.
Yeah, I think I accidentally did some. I think I'm beauty. I actually did that. We probably should do that as well.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh.
Time system. Quickly switch between times. Use the time panel to select the time period you haven't experienced today to switch quickly. A game day is divided in 4 parts: morning, afternoon, evening, and late nights. The street scenes change with each part of the day. For example, some shops are closed at late night. Sometimes advancing to different parts of the day is necessary to progress in the game. The following actions precede time: completing plots, battles, and exploration commissions, complete tasks in the city, rest on the sofa or beds. Yeah, before, when you did the grinding stuff, that would progress time as well. But that at first you could switch that off, but now it's permanently disabled, I think. Okay, and yeah, now we can start. Now we can start finding people with commissions on the street and such. Let's see. Let's get through this and call it a day. Someone on the street is seeking help. Venus seems to have sent us a commission. Hello there. I really want to find out a trash can and hide away in it. What happened? She, I just saw her drop an HIA commemorative coin behind her as she was walking. I picked up the coin and gathered all my courage and approached her, but she told me it wasn't hers. I feel so useless. She's probably going to think I'm some weird flirt and hate me for being so obviously useless. I shouldn't have done anything so none of this would have happened. It's not that. Let's just pat him on the shoulder. Thanks for your support. And this commemorative coin, would you please toss it into the trash can for me? When I snuck off with the coin, I thought I heard this weird voice coming out of the trash can. If even trash cans can mock me like this, then maybe I really should just chuck myself in the trash once and for all. Okay, yeah, these you can find all over the place. There is a limited amount, and there's typically only really a chance that they'll spawn. But yeah, they'll be found in specific spots, and they'll usually just have a shimmer in the area if you can find one there. Like, I know one can be found in one of these 3, but there's no shimmer, there's no interact, so it didn't spawn. We can just trade these in for little goodies.
What he did there was a good thing, for there has been a few moments when I realized too late that, for example, I was on train, I saw someone reading a book, or turned to my listening to music, then realized they got up and forgot their book a bit too late. And I noticed it earlier and had the courage. I would probably told them, you're forgetting your book. But yeah, he did the right thing. It might be not hers, but he did the right thing, I say.
Yeah. And notice a certain someone here?
Yep.
Yeah, you can actually find the agents out about even before you technically meet them in the story.
What the? I just saw her shoes. Just what the heck?
Wow, a limited edition barbecue flavor ice cream. I've never seen that before. She looks familiar, like someone you met from section. That's okay. That's not supposed to come up yet. For the price of just one ice cream, you can taste 2 different foods. Isn't that a great deal? I wonder it's limited edition, being such a good deal. Yeah, just to give it a try. Hey boss, another ice cream please. Gross, it doesn't even taste like meat, and it ruins the ice cream. I want to buy another ice cream just to wash the taste out of my mouth. Yeah, forget it. Nagi will shout at me again if she finds out I had 8 ice creams in a row. Yeah, she's a bit of an eater.
Yeah, and what the heck is with her shoes? Like, they look rather weird.
Yeah, they're just thick-soled. I have a pair of shoes with similar like that, but not as thick in the soles.
You mean your shoes look like they have their own stubby elephant feet?
No, not that, but you're not as exaggerated at least.
I don't mean your shoes, I meant her shoes. The character we talked to.
Yeah. Yeah, how did you figure out I wasn't just an ordinary trash can? You made a noise. I see. So the disguise isn't entirely foolproof. If possible, please don't see me as someone hiding inside a trash can. Call me Satan the Bevel instead. Try thinking of me as a new form of life. My rationality won't accept that. You define life forms too narrowly, youngster. In my opinion, living as a trash can is much better than as a human. The more you are looked down on, the less your heart will be broken. As an old civilization saying goes, when you are disliked by many, that is when you are closer to the truth. Not always. As a living being, I can survive as long as I have resources. So, youngster, could you give me something to eat and help me live on as a trash can? Or you can give me something more valuable, such as an HIA commemorative coin. In exchange, I can share with you my knowledge and the rare items of hollows. You need HIA commemorative coins? Youngster, don't probe into another's purpose or past, even if the other is just a trash can. Bring me HIA commemorative coins, and I'll make sure you won't go home empty-handed. So yeah, whenever you find these things, you can hand them in for, well, semi-random resources. It's not like you'll get too rare a thing out of this, but every little bit helps and such. And yeah, I think this is a bit of a double reference. First off to, well, Honkai Star Rail, which has its own entire history with trash cans. And a certain philosopher who preferred living in a barrel. So
yes. Helianus.
No. I completely blank on their name every time I'm reminded of them.
Yeah, I know who you mean. But I don't... I know he's one of the Greek philosophers. I just forgot which one of them is the name I'm looking for. I know who you mean, just... Was it Homer?
No. I do know that he had beef with Plato, apparently.
Yeah. Plato was to be my second guess, so yeah, that's out of the bat. Yeah.
Let me actually do a quick Google just so I do... let's see. Philosopher... Barrel... Diogenes. Okay. Right a long face. No, it's not because of you. General Chump was so enthusiastic today. Really? There are really people out there living in trash cans. Ugh, think about it. This decision is probably useless. There's nothing I can do about it. Give her a smile. What? Oh, what's the rush? Slow down and enjoy it. There's plenty of noodles left. I can't eat anymore. I'll end up hurling it in that trash can if I keep on going like this. Ellis works hard on finishing the noodles and rests for a while before leaving. And yeah, we get rewards for that. So yeah, whenever you find just things happening on the streets, it may be a good idea to check in on them. Let's see, hesitant person. Maybe? Just forget it. No, I can't do that. It's never too late for redemption. Whoa, hold up. You didn't do anything bad. Well, at least I don't think it's that bad. Well, here's the deal. I was driving through a hollow, and out of the blue, bam, a wall popped up right in front of me. So I stepped on the gas and swerved to try to avoid it, but then my truck flipped over. Are you the driver we rescued earlier? Or actually, no, you were already rescued. The driver General Chop sent us to search for. Why did you hit the gas? Seriously? You must be joking. Slowing down in a hollow? Come on, dudes. When you're in a place like that, you gotta slam that pedal to the metal. Look, if it weren't for the 2-bit company demanding we take the shortest route to be all time efficient, I would have taken a detour. But now it's too late. My truck and all the goods are stuck in that damn hollow. Yeah, what's the name of the company you work for? Pegasus Logistics? What about it? Anywho, if they find out about this mess, they'll can me. Okay, so he's a different driver then, I'm guessing? There's no way I'm reporting back to the company. If only someone could help me retrieve the goods without anyone noticing. You could try posting a commission on Internet. Oh yeah, how could I forget about that? I can consult Internet for anything. I must have hit my head. I'm posting that commission right now. Wait, what's my username and password? Yeah, you can also find commissions through talking to people. The man grabs his phone and scurries away without saying goodbye. However, perhaps you will meet him again on the internet quite soon. Why do I keep saying internet? Internet. It's blatantly obvious that they mean this world's version of the internet, or more dark web-like, but still.
Yeah, I guess they have more than just one. Like they have that one for the internet, then maybe have one for television and all that.
Yeah.
Instead of what we have now, but everything is controlled by one internet, basically. I think I heard is the internet itself may not be able to handle it at that point, especially with how advanced AI is getting. That is complicated for the internet.
Yeah. Let's see. Are you looking for help?
Yet?
No, but
stomach ensures a good night's sleep.
Okay, but you do have an expanded menu. Or expanded. Let's see. Electric, fire, ether, physical. Let's just go with the normal.
He still looks like a relative of cartoons. Well, I forgot to give you the name in Discord for.
Let's see. Cartoons ending with a Z?
Noodles must
Yes.
be precise.
Okay, let's put it into the search bar here for later. Okay.
Again, he is usually very lively and can sometimes get loud, so yeah, if you have the right mood, he's fun to watch. Just don't watch him before bed, or if you live in an apartment where you're supposed to be quiet after 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or have thin walls at night, like... Yeah, it's better to watch them when it's supposed to be quiet.
Okay, I think we need to go do those combat commissions before the main story will progress. Hello, Shawl. Am I too late? I should have come early in the morning and waited for the store to open.
I misread her name.
What did you read it as?
Well, it means soul.
Just a step too late, huh? The tape I wanted got rented already? No, since I'm already here, I'll look for an alternative. Manager, could you recommend me something fantasy with aliens? That would be the perfect substitute, I think. Okay, well,
yes,
we
you
just
want.
checked that. We've got the perfect one right here.
Yeah, and for people wondering how you spell well, this is like that, but the A has 2 dots over it.
Okay.
And then
Well,
you
this
say
video-
well.
I hope this videotape entertains me for a while, so I can forget my worries about my part-time job. Your worries about your part-time job? Yeah, I spent 5 days straight last week handing out flyers without a day off. But I still couldn't save any money because I spent everything I earned over the weekend. It's tough to make ends meet, or maybe I need to take on more jobs. By the way, manager, do you need any help with promotion, like hanging out flyers on the streets? I can do it part-time, and I'll give you a discount on large amounts of flyers. Promotion is fine, but about payments. Really? How about a different approach then? I'll help you with promotion for free. Really? I mean, free financially, but in return you help me out when I'm working on 6th Street. I'm not handing out flyers with you. I wouldn't ask you to do that. Just, you know, if you see me handing out flyers on the street, come over and act interested. Take a flyer, or several. What do you say, manager? It's a win-win situation. I'm experienced in promotion, so you can leave it to me. It does sound like a win-win situation. Great, it's a deal then. Call me anytime you need help with promotion. And now they can promote for the video store. Though I don't know I don't think there are too many more besides Hedy and Shawl who you can add like this. So speaking of Hedy,